So today we're taking a look at the Minger 5-meter LED strip. This is for people that would like some lighting behind their desks, computers, TVs, or any room in their house. So first of all, we're going to start with the unboxing and then we're going to go through what the strip does. The first thing we get inside the box is the reel containing the 5-meter strip. Now these are 50/50 RGB LEDs. The total length is 5 meters and that contains 150 LEDs. Next in the box we have the wall plug, so you simply plug this into the wall. Next we have the connector hub, so this attaches to the wall plug to give it power, and it also has 3 buttons as well as a microphone on the side. We've got the on-off button, a button to switch between colors, as well as a dedicated music mode button using the microphone. But this strip is mainly used to be controlled via the app, and it connects to this little black hub using Bluetooth from your phone, and it's the iHomant app that's used. It's available on both iOS and Android. Now connectivity from your phone to this strip is done via Bluetooth. It has both advantages and disadvantages. When it comes to these RGB lightings, you'll either have Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. Now connecting via Bluetooth that this method uses, it's nice and easy to connect to. You just turn your Bluetooth on and you can connect to it with an app. So the advantage of Bluetooth is it's easy to connect to. You just turn on the app, turn on your Bluetooth, you can connect to it and control it no problems. You don't need any sort of Wi-Fi connection in your home, you simply connect and you're good to go. Now the disadvantage of Bluetooth is it cannot be used in control with a voice assistant like Google Home or Amazon Echo. So for anyone that wants LED strips that can be controlled with voice assistants, then this isn't going to be any good for you. But those of you that just want to control via the hub and control via your mobile, then this is a much simpler setup. So if we take a look at the strip, something I like here is you've actually got 3 meters of cable in between your LEDs and the power. You've got 1 meter of cable from your LED to your hub and a further 2 meters of cable from your hub to the power supply. So that means wherever you're putting it, you've got plenty of options for cable management. Another great thing about this strip is it's IP65 water resistant, so that's not waterproof, but it will resist some water. On the back of the strip all the way along, there's a strong 3M adhesive. This means that you can easily stick it to any surface and it can be removed at a later date if you require it. Now the mobile app has a lot more options, so I do recommend using that. But on the hub itself, we can press the on and off button to turn it off, press the scene button to change scene or color, or press music mode to turn it into music. This will react to sounds picked up by the microphone and display lights accordingly. Now personally, I'm not a fan of these music modes, but some people are, and there are a few different options when it comes to music modes. So the first thing you can do is change the brightness. These strips are pretty bright, so I personally have them turned down a little bit. You can turn music mode on or off, and you've got energetic, rhythm, spectrum, or rolling. Now as I said, I'm personally not a fan of these music modes, so I haven't been using them myself, but in some situations they could be very useful. Next off, we've got a color picker, so you can use the RGB scale to pick any color you want. And we've also got scenes, so these are predefined scenes. There's quite a few to choose from, but there's also a DIY section where you can go in and create your own. So personally, I like to have the sort of breathing effect rather than any of these flashing color ones, but most of the time I find myself keeping LED strips to one color. So overall, they're pretty good for an LED strip. They work well, they're incredibly bright, and they do feel well made. As I said, the IP65 water resistance is also a great feature, as especially if you're using it on a desk, sometimes water could easily be spilled over them. Another good advantage is the cut marks you can see on the strip. You can cut directly through the middle of the contact, so when you finish running your strip, if there's excess left over at the end, you can simply cut it off. Just make sure you're cutting off the excess from the end of the strip and not the side connected to the power supply. So overall, I do recommend these strips. They are good, but as as I said at the start of the video, not if you want to use a voice assistant. If you want to use a voice assistant, you need to get yourself a strip powered via Wi-Fi, but for those of you that just want a simple strip that you can control with your mobile phone, you don't have to worry about Wi-Fi connections, then this is a good choice. So if you want to look at these further and purchase them for yourself, I've placed a link down in the description below that will take you to the webpage where you can do so. And as always, if you do have any problems, any questions at all, leave them in the comments below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. But thank you for watching the video, and please don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel.